Hello everyone, I am Nick. I've been a YouTuber for about half a year now, except I've been on YouTube for about 9 years, so you can see where I just started to grow there. But I have been increasingly concerned about YouTube nowadays. I'm actually really seriously concerned about the future of YouTube. I'm going to be sending this video to Team YouTube or whoever itself every day until they actually watch this video, because I have some ideas for you guys and I also want to point out some problems that you have to fix. Okay? So first off, obviously YouTube knows its problems. Everyone has been talking about the copyright issues and the demonetization, and YouTube just doesn't do anything about it. But people have been talking about it for so long that YouTube has to know about it at this point. It's kind of obvious here. You know, in YouTube Studio, when you see those surveys, one of those questions that they ask is, YouTube values its creators. My answer is usually somewhere high up, but recently it's been at the very lowest point. I don't feel that YouTube actually values its creators anymore. YouTube Rewind was a perfect example of this. They did nothing. It's the most disliked video on YouTube, and after that they told us that they would be striving to be better. It doesn't feel like they've been doing any of that. When are they starting that promise? When does it go into effect? So see, YouTube, this is the problem, but let's just jump into some of them. Copyright, first off. The YouTube copyright system is super broken. It's been broken since it was created. Companies are able to claim videos without even owning any of the content in it, and YouTube believes them right away. It's up to the company whether or not the video is theirs or not.
I think he says living on in the video, so I'm guessing we got claimed because we said the words living on.
They get to make money off of the creator's work, or they get to strike the video down, and it's all because YouTube allows it.
There's no incentive for these companies not to do it. There's no rules to enforce the opposite. The law is fuzzy. It's just a feeding ground.
When it comes to copyright on YouTube, creators are guilty right away. It's a bit more than guilty, as a lot of other people have said. It is guilty and punished right away. And then if you try and dispute it, the company has the option to say, no, this is ours, get out of here. Doesn't make sense. Now, obviously this is hard for YouTube to fix because it involves legal matters. But I have an idea. Companies like UMG have been abusing this for so long. Why don't you just blacklist them? If they're repeat offenders, you guys say that you punish these type of companies, but obviously you don't. Why don't you just restrict their ability to file a copyright? Even if the content is theirs, the process for those repeat offenders should be a lot harder. Just some ideas. I don't know, you can expand off of this if anyone at YouTube is watching, but repeat offenders don't deserve to be able to claim anything. UMG, guys! And you know what I'm talking about, YouTube, don't act like you don't. Now, demonetization is a very huge thing. There are a lot of channels that get, out of nowhere, completely demonetized. The whole channel has its status revoked. Now, this is very scary for some full-time YouTubers, or even some smaller full-time YouTubers that don't really have a voice for YouTube to respond. There's probably a lot of YouTube channels that just stop being able to make money and can't do anything about it because their channel is too small. YouTube says that they take this demonetization stuff really seriously, and I'm sure they do, but it doesn't seem like they take it seriously enough. Every time I've seen this happen and the channel has been reinstated, YouTube always says something like, oops, our mistake. If it really was your mistake, it wouldn't have happened in the first place, which leads me to believe a bot did that. So if you're letting bots decide people's livelihoods, you're obviously not taking it very seriously. So for those cases, I urge you to please manually review every single one, because not everyone has a voice to speak out. It happened recently to a YouTube channel called Secure Team 10, and I believe that that has been resolved now. But this is just one of the many scenarios here. And it's not good. It's not good. Now, for general demonetization, the bots don't know anything. For example, I uploaded a video on a super blood moon or whatever, super blood wolf, I don't even know. It was basically a time-lapse video of the moon, and it got demonetized because I put the word blood in my description. But that full moon was called a super blood moon, so obviously that doesn't deserve demonetization. So what I did is I took out the space between blood and moon, and now I can monetize the video. It doesn't make any sense. So obviously there needs to be some fixes there, and I have some ideas as well. Wow! First off, if it's a really big YouTube creator, maybe you should manually review, just as I was saying. But for content like mine, I'm not that big, so I can see why bots take over my channel there. Oh, I just had an idea. Let's say there's this YouTube channel that uploads every day. All the content uploaded is allowed to be monetized. Maybe this one random video that gets demonetized is actually family friendly. Everything else is. So maybe for those small little videos, maybe you should review those as well, manually. Now here's the problem, manually reviewing is very hard because you need a lot of people to do that. I have an idea though. Why don't you take the team that decided to abbreviate subscriber numbers and attack Social Blade? Why don't you take that pointless team and move them over to demonetization? Because seriously, that it didn't make any sense. Now, when it comes to demonetization and the amount your video gets promoted, YouTube denies that if your video is not eligible for monetization or it has limited ads, your video will be featured less than a monetized video. Even if your video doesn't have any ads at all. That's what YouTube says. But that's not true. And as much as YouTube says otherwise, everyone knows it's not true. There's countless evidence. I don't know why YouTube keeps lying about this. YouTube even said it themselves. But then right after they said that, they denied it. I don't even remember where that tweet thread is, but it's completely broken. We can see through your crap, YouTube. And this is why we don't feel we're being valued as creators anymore. Yay! In that survey, I was asked, is YouTube the best place for creators? Now, my answer was, sort of. It is the biggest place for creators like me, but it's not the best. There's a lot of problems with YouTube. I would love to see it become the best because I really love YouTube. The platform is amazing, and I hope to become a YouTuber that is like actually in touch with the platform itself and has the ability to offer ideas. So yeah, I'm not complaining about YouTube here. I'm just disappointed. That sounds like something a disappointed parent would say. Now, I have some more notes here that I haven't gone over. Gone over most of it, but might as well put it in here because if anyone over at YouTube's watching this now, please keep this stuff in mind as well. So a little bit on the live counts. Everyone's complaining that you're going to destroy Social Blade. Now, this isn't the reason why I'm making this video. The reason why is because you decided to focus on abbreviating subscriber counts when there's a broken copyright and demonetization system. I don't know why you're focusing on the little stuff here when there's bigger problems. And this one wasn't even a problem. People just want to be able to see their live subscriber counts because it's cool. Maybe add that to YouTube Studio Beta or whatever. For example, my channel, 100K, might not be able to see that happen live because of YouTube. Because of my own platform that I'm posting on, I won't be able to see it. And that's sad. Now, I just talked about YouTube Studio Beta. It kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, it's a lot more confusing, it feels more compact, and this thing makes no sense. Why would I need to scroll to see more info? I don't know. Please give us the option to revert back, because the other one was so... It felt older, but it also felt easier to use, so maybe consider doing that. Now let's see, what else do I got on my notes here? Subscriber notifications, it's obviously broken. There's so many people that said it's broken, yet you don't do anything about it. You're like, no, you guys are lying. But if there's so many cases, how are they lying? You see, again, YouTube doesn't value its users. Now I know like Susan, she's actually passionate about YouTube and they want to value its creators, but you can just see how YouTube values money over creators. It's really simple. You can see it. Now there's this one last point I really want to talk about because it's something I had to face recently. YouTube values clickbait and annoying content. Good content on YouTube gets thrown out the window. Short films, cool effects, all this random fun, awesome stuff that takes a lot of work gets thrown away on YouTube. You want to know how I know that? Because that's what I used to do. If you go on my channel and look back on it, you will find a crap ton of cool special effects and short films that at most got 1,000 views. When my commentary videos gets hundreds of thousands to millions, if you hop on a trend, you'll grow. If you post valuable content, you won't. And that's the reality of YouTube. YouTube doesn't care about that. And I hope to see that change. Please, YouTube, change this. I believe in you. Well, that's about it. Also, putting a video up here. I feel like that video got completely ignored. Very valuable video. Yep. Well, I'm just gonna leave. Peace out. Don't unsubscribe and fly on. My bots take over my channel there. Let me think of something. You see, YouTube, I'm not even fully prepared for this, yet I'm coming up with ideas right on the spot here. Well, you guys don't have anything. My goodness. Let's see. How could we fix demonetization? Oh, I got it. See how easy that was? For example, let's say there's